Hi everyone, and welcome to In the Know. This week on the show, we're talking about one of my favorite topics. It's all about healthy living, and joining us today is local registered nutritionist Shannon Kadlovski. We're going to be talking about metabolism, immune boosters, how to read product labels, and so much more. Welcome to In the Know, Shannon.
Thanks, Julia. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. So questions at home, our phone lines are open the entire hour. Any question that you'd like to ask Shannon, we are going to be starting off today's conversation by talking about metabolism. Now, this is a huge topic, and you hear people say, well, she's got a really great metabolism, or I've got slow metabolism, that's why I can't lose weight. What does that all mean?
Basically, so your metabolism is the amount of energy or calories that your body burns essentially to maintain vital life. So metabolism is constantly running, whether we're sleeping or eating or exercising, whatever it is, our body is constantly burning calories and using energy. Metabolism is a really complex process, so it's really just best to think of it as something that affects how easily we lose or gain weight. So someone who says, I have a fast metabolism, what that means is that they're burning calories more efficiently. So the quicker your metabolism, the more efficiently you burn calories, and the slower your metabolism, the slower or less efficiently you're burning calories from the foods that you're eating and storing more of those calories as fat.
Right, so is metabolism an innate thing?
Yes and no. We do have, a set point that our metabolism is set at, but there are ways to increase your metabolic rate, and really the goal is to increase your metabolic rate to burn more calories and store less fat, essentially.
Okay, now you've brought a few different ways to speed up your metabolism. What do we have here? Let's start there.
So the first one is apple cider vinegar. And apple cider vinegar really gets the metabolism going. It really helps to rev it up. And drinking, there's a trick. So if you take about a teaspoon or two, and mix it in some water before each meal, and you take that down, it really helps to get the metabolism started before you consume those foods, so that you can burn those calories from that food more quickly.
The vinegar does that?
Yeah, the apple cider vinegar does that. It also has the effect of sort of reducing our appetite or suppressing our appetite.
Okay.
So if it's taken before a meal, it'll actually allow you to eat less and feel fuller faster, essentially,
All right.
Yeah.
And it has to be apple cider?
For this case, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and you want to dilute it because it can be very strong, so you don't want to just take a shot of apple cider vinegar. You want to make sure that you're diluting it in some water. So a teaspoon or two would be fine, diluted in some water. Some people like to do it before every meal. Some people don't, so if that's the case, even trying it first thing in the morning to get your sort of system started in the morning for the day would be a good idea.
We're going to wrap it up right now, and we'll be right back. More metabolism boosters when we come back. Welcome back to In the Know. Our guest today is local registered nutritionist Shannon Kadlovski, and we were talking about healthy living, and that could be anything and everything from eating right to metabolism boosters, which is where we left off from our previous segment. So we talked about water, and we talked about apple cider vinegar, lemons.
Okay, so lemons, in addition to helping us boost our metabolism, they're great for our immune system. They're great for helping to alkalinize our bodies. And again, they're amazing for helping us lose weight. And the reason for that is they really help to rev up our metabolism and burn calories from the foods that we're eating rather than storing them as fat. And they actually help to regulate our blood sugar.
Nice.
And what that means is that we're not getting those spikes, those ups and downs, and those spikes of insulin. They're helping to sort of take the sugars from the foods that we're eating and put them into our bloodstream in a slower, more manageable, more balanced fashion. So that's the great thing about lemons. And I mean, lemons, I start my day with a glass of lemon water. And put lemon pretty much on top of everything. I love lemon, so it's really easy to just incorporate into your everyday. And it's
Now, could you just cut up a lemon and eat it like a fruit?
Sure. If you really wanted to, yeah, for sure you could, yep.
Lemon juice, lemonade?
Lemon juice, lemonade, yeah, you can definitely make your own lemonade. Put it in your salad dressing as well. I was talking about the apple cider vinegar, so I usually use an apple cider vinegar base, squeeze some fresh lemon in it. It's amazing. It helps to sort of perk you up, and it's a great metabolism booster as well.
Okay. One of my favorite things, cayenne pepper.
Cayenne, yeah. Cayenne pepper is great, and again, I mean, all of these items are, sort of easy to just throw into our everyday life. Throw it on top of your favorite fish dish or whatever. And cayenne pepper heats up the body. And again, heating is what causes the metabolism to work harder because it's using more energy. And the heating process is what actually works to increase our metabolic rate and burn more calories. And cayenne's also been said to clean fat out of the arteries, so it works that way as well.
Excellent. So I'm doing well with the cayenne.
Yeah, great job.
Okay, and another one of my favorite things, loose leaf tea. And here you have, what type of tea is this?
That is green tea.
Okay.
So green tea is another great metabolism booster. And I prefer the loose leaf teas or even the powdered matcha green tea.
Okay.
The reason for that is it's less processed. So if you get the leaves the way that they are, they're less processed, they're better for you, they have all of their nutrients intact. You just boil it in a pot of water, you can steep it, and you have a fresh cup of tea. And it's actually the polyphenols, which are an antioxidant. It's the polyphenols that work to increase your metabolic rate again, burning more calories and storing less fat.
Okay, so what I want to make clear to everyone at home, because we all do this. You see quick fixes and quick solutions, so everyone's going to go stock their kitchens with these 5 items. This isn't the start and end of metabolism boosting.
Exactly. So that's the whole thing. I mean, you can't go out and eat fried foods every day and chips and cookies and squeeze a lemon into your water and expect to see amazing results. You really also have to make sure that you're eating properly, eating a balanced diet, and that you are also exercising and doing proper things to benefit your health. So one huge contributor to that is actually refined sugar.
Okay.
So it's the refined sugar that we want to sort of eliminate from our diets. In addition to, adding on the extra pounds and making it more difficult to lose weight, refined sugar has so many other harmful effects to our health that we really want to try and stay away from. Things from anxiety, depression, mood swings, not to mention obesity, diabetes, even cancer. There's a lot of negative effects of refined white sugar that you really want to make sure, we're going to obviously talk about some ways to do that, but you want to make sure that you're sort of getting rid of that refined white sugar.
So when you say refined white sugar, it can sneak into almost everything that we eat.
Exactly. So that's why we have to be very conscious of the products that we're choosing. I don't just mean, stop throwing some white sugar into your coffee or into your dressings or things like that. I mean, be very conscious of the products that you're choosing. So make sure you're reading the labels and you know whether there is refined sugar. I mean, even in ketchup or things that you wouldn't even expect to have sugar in, there's lots of hidden sugars.
Okay, now what did you bring here?
Okay.
Good sugars.
Yes. So basically, these are, I'll call them my refined sugar alternatives. Okay. And they're all natural sugary items that I like to use in my everyday baking to top my food with, so that I still get, I'm human, I love sweetness, and so these are sort of the ways that I get that sweetness still, but I don't have the same energy crash and the same negative effects of sugar on my body. Okay. So the first one is maple syrup. Okay. And again, you want to be very careful that this is 100% pure maple syrup and not the maple syrupy, sugary type syrups that we used to eat in our pancakes as kids. I'm talking about 100% pure maple syrup, and the reason for that—
which I find is actually sweeter than—
Right, it's amazing. It's delicious, and it's actually nutritious too, because it still has all of the vitamins and minerals intact, and it doesn't have those additives, preservatives, extra sugars and things like that we don't want.
And it's Canadian.
And it's Canadian. So look for a brand, obviously, that is 100% pure maple syrup, and you can put it on your oatmeal in the morning. You can add it to your baking. I make granola bars and I throw that in there for some sweetness. So it's really, you can use it in a lot of different ways.
Awesome. What else?
We have, so honey. Honey has amazing benefits. It actually has great antimicrobial properties. Okay. Antimicrobial just means that it helps to fight off viruses and bacteria and protect our immune systems. Some people actually even use it as a cough suppressant. Right. So you can take it down because it's really soothing for your throat, and it can be used that way as well.
And many people put it in teas.
Exactly. So I put mine in my tea, and again in many different recipes that I make, snack recipes. I do want to mention that you want to make sure that you're buying raw.
I was just going to say that. This container here, they both say organic
exactly.
raw honey.
So you want to buy raw honey. So this one is just organic raw honey, and that one is Manuka honey.
Okay.
And the reason you want that is because, again, the raw honey is not pasteurized, it's not heated, it's not treated. It's just the raw honey as it is. So it has all of the nutrients intact, and it has sometimes even some of like the bee pollen and the propolis, which the bees actually use to protect their hives from bacteria and viruses getting in. So it has all those amazing beneficial nutrients in it.
And like the syrup, a raw honey is gonna just emphasize that taste.
Exactly.
Of real honey.
Exactly, it tastes real.
Okay, we're gonna be back with Shannon Kadlovski, more healthy nutrition tips. Call in with your questions. We're here all hour.